So, how much do you need in order to retire? A recent survey done by the Bank of Montreal states Canadians now believe they need $1.7 million in savings in order to retire. How much you need to retire depends on the lifestyle that you want to live. It would be great if you could retire with no debt, go on vacation every year, and drive nice vehicles, make continuous donations to charity, and have access to great medical care. In my opinion, in order to be able to do this, I think that a person would need at least $4 million of net worth. Let's take a look at the numbers. The S&P 500 has gained about 10.7% on average annually since it was introduced in 1957. But who knows what will happen? I think it's best to take a conservative approach and assume that we could potentially earn 3% on our money if we invest in an index such as one that mirrors the S&P 500. So in this example, if a person's gross income is $7,500 a month or $90,000 a year, and they want to continue making that amount, then they would need $3 million invested, making 3% on their money every year in order to not deplete their original investment of $3 million. If you want to retire and have the same potential income from your investments, you would need to have $3 million invested, earning 3% a year. Yes, this is a lot of money. By retirement, it would be great to be debt-free and have no mortgage or consumer debt. So your net worth number includes the value of your house as well as your vehicles. You would have $1 million for your home, vehicle, and other assets. The total then, with the $3 million invested, would then make your net worth be at $4 million. These numbers can really be overwhelming, especially if you have a low net worth or even a negative net worth because you have so much debt. But just take it one step at a time. Remember, it's not about getting rich quick. It's about trying to continuously make good choices to increase your net worth. Pay off consumer debt as quickly as you can. Once the debt is paid off, you can then start an emergency fund. When your consumer debt is paid off and you have your emergency fund, you can then start investing. In my opinion, I like to play it safe, and I think it's a good idea to invest in either an index that mirrors the Dow Jones or the S&P 500 over a long period of time of at least 15 years. Who knows what the market is going to do? I also can't time the market, so continuous investment over time can help lower risk. As your net worth continues to grow, I think it's a good idea to have your investments diversified in big, well-known banks. Big banks have the ability to spend big money on online security so that your money is more likely to be safe. With that being said, even big banks can go bankrupt. So again, as your net worth continues to increase, it's a great idea to be diversified over many different big banks. Personally, my motivation for becoming wealthy is not about having stuff. Becoming wealthy means that it then gives you financial freedom not to stress about money. You then could have access to great medical care if you need it. It also gives you time. The earlier you achieve financial freedom, the more time that you'll have to do the things that you want. Personally, I always wanted to save and work hard while I was young so that I could have more family time as I get older. In all honesty, becoming wealthy is a very hard thing to do. You need to make choices that most people don't make. It's one thing to say that you want to be wealthy. It's a whole nother thing to continuously try and make good choices to actually become wealthy. Your actions need to coincide with your words. Yes, becoming wealthy with not a big income can be extremely challenging. Let's take a look at an inspirational story about a janitor. A man named Ronald Read worked as a janitor and was able to save $8 million by the time he passed away at age 92. His friend, Mark Richards, said, "I'm sure if he earned $50 in a week, he probably invested 40 of it." Unfortunately, I have seen so many people that have had strokes or heart attacks and that have ended up needing 24/7 care. If a person needs the care and they don't have the funds to be able to do so, they may need to live in a group home. It would be great to be financially free so that you have the ability to stay in your own place while getting the care that you need. The potential of having a health problem can be a scary thought, but this fear can be motivation for you to become financially wealthy. Your retirement goals are personal, and you want to make choices that are best for you. The earlier you start planning for a retirement, the easier it can be. Located on my channel page, I have so many videos that will show you how to make a budget and calculate your net worth. It's a lot of work, but by having financial security for you and your family is truly an amazing feeling. Unfortunately, I have seen many older people that are working every day. So many people want to be able to retire, but they can't financially be able to afford to do so. It's great if an older person wants to work and enjoys what they do. Recently in the news, there was a 72-year-old woman who was working for Domino's. She was delivering food when she fell. She doesn't want to work, but she was working because she couldn't financially afford to retire. Thankfully, the story had a happy ending. There was a GoFundMe page that was started, and fortunately, enough money was raised so that she is now able to retire. In Canada, if a person has contributed the maximum amount to CPP for at least 39 years, they then can receive $1,306 a month at age 65. However, the average person in Canada only receives about $717 a month in CPP. In addition to CPP, Canadians can also receive old age security. Age 65 to 74, a person can receive $687, and age 75 and over, a person can receive $756. However, to receive OAS, your annual net world income in 2021 must be less than $129,757. It's a good idea to play it safe and to be diversified and to not just have a reliance on a government pension or a business pension. In 2013, the city of Detroit went bankrupt. This affected many city worker pensions. Nortel Networks was such a huge company. It went from a high of $124 a share to a low of 47 cents. It declared bankruptcy and it affected so many of their employees' pensions. My last video about budgeting, interest rates, and the huge surprise in the jobs numbers is up on the screen right now. I'm now at 151 subscribers. Thank you to everyone who has subscribed to my channel. I truly appreciate it. If you can please subscribe, thank you so much. Save money, make good choices, and please be kind.